Hi and welcome back to another tool review. Today I'm going to be talking about the Milwaukee m18 chainsaw. So I haven't used this a lot. Not a tool that builders generally use a lot, unless you're doing a lot of landscaping where you're cutting big round posts etc. on a regular basis. It's not a tool that I use a lot. I have used a steel chainsaw quite a bit personally in the past, doing a lot of firewood etc, but now we don't have a fireplace, don't actually use it that often. But yeah, I have used a chainsaw quite a bit in my time, so it was a good comparison to use an electric one to see how it actually compared. So this has got a 16-inch bar or 40cm bar on it. Looks like you can probably run this on a 12 amp. Biggest battery I've got is a 6 amp. So yeah, I'm gonna put some safety gear on and just gonna try cutting. I've got a piece of willow here and got an old pile here as well. Just see how they go through that. Yeah, so the M18 brushless rear handle chainsaw, which I've used a couple of times now, is really nice to use. Definitely a lot lighter, even with a decent sized battery in it, than a normal petrol chainsaw. Obviously it only takes battery as opposed to fuel and bar oil, so one thing you still have to remember to put bar oil in these. Cutting power, I've found this to be pretty good compared to a petrol one that I've used in the years past. Definitely didn't bog down. The advantage when you pull that trigger, it's almost instant power, as with a chainsaw you kind of have to wait for it to wind up to then do your big cuts. So that's the biggest advantage I noticed with this. Definitely a lot quieter. So this is rated about 100 decibels, as some of your other ones, like your petrol ones, can be up to 120 depending on the make and model of the chainsaws. So definitely a lot quieter. I was using it in town, so yeah, it wasn't annoying the neighbours as much. And so yeah, if you're definitely doing fencing work around town, this will be a lot quieter than your petrol powered chainsaws. Bearing in mind, depending how many cuts you got to do, so they say through like a big 6x6 post you should get about 100 cuts if you're running a 12 amp hour. I did a half a dozen cuts or so, probably about 20 cuts actually, through some hardwood and pine posts. And yeah, I still had, I think, only used about a bar of battery. So definitely good runtime on this. It's probably down to the brushless motor, so you're getting the best efficiency you can out of them. Good length bar on it. Got some wee teeth at the front here, obviously if you're doing some bigger stuff to bite into that. Then yeah, it's obviously got your 2 bolts to attach your bar, which just adds a bit more strength for just supporting the bar. And then you've got your chain tension over here, as a lot of your chainsaw ones is actually tucked away in here, so it's nice to have it out here, really easy to adjust. Good chain brake as well, and yeah, then your good controls on here. So I haven't really got any negative points to it. Yeah, it's just really nice to use, nice and light, nice and quiet.